Safest underground bunkers in the world. When most people think about safety, they picture alarms, cameras, and maybe a huge dog and some hefty bodyguards. But go underground, and the game changes completely. Down there, safety isn't just about protection. Hidden beneath mountains, frozen islands, and forgotten valleys are bunkers so secure that even the apocalypse would have to knock first. Some are built for presidents, some for billionaires, and a few hold the kind of things humanity can't afford to lose. After weeks of digging through archives, maps, and a few wild conspiracy threads, we tracked down the 5 safest underground bunkers on Earth. Number 5. Pionen White Mountain, Stockholm, Sweden. You'd walk right past it without a second glance. Just a plain door tucked into a quiet Stockholm street. But behind it sits something that feels pulled straight from a sci-fi film. The place is called Pionen, once a Cold War bunker meant to survive a hydrogen blast. Today, it is a data center run by Bonhoeffer, the same outfit that once hosted WikiLeaks. 100 feet of granite protect it from the world above. Inside, the air stays cool and heavy, glowing faintly under neon lights and misty waterfall walls. Old submarine engines from the Swedish Navy keep everything at a steady 18 degrees Celsius. Only a few engineers are allowed in, passing through several metal detectors and fingerprint scans. If the internet ever faces its doomsday, this is the bunker that'll keep your Gmail alive. Number 4. Swiss Fort Knox, Switzerland. You know how everyone jokes about Swiss banks hiding secrets? They're not kidding. Deep inside the Alps, past winding tunnels and blast-proof doors, sits Swiss Fort Knox, a pair of bunkers in Sonnen and Kandersteg that make bank vaults look like piggy banks. Originally military strongholds, these caverns were converted into the world's most secure digital vaults. They're EMP-proof, humidity-controlled, and carved into solid granite thick enough to shrug off an airstrike. Getting in requires 3 separate authorizations. No one person can open it alone. Big tech firms, governments, and ultra-rich clients use it to store everything from cryptocurrency to state archives. It runs on independent power and water systems, meaning if Europe went dark tomorrow, Swiss Fort Knox would still be functioning softly under the mountain, perfectly lit and perfectly calm. Number 3. Svalbard Global Seed Vault, Norway. We're heading somewhere colder, much colder. On a frozen island far north of Norway lies the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, better known as the Doomsday Vault. It's carved 430 feet into a mountain, buried deep in the Arctic permafrost, and guards something priceless, the world's seeds. Over 1 million samples from nearly every nation are stored here. Rice, corn, wheat, and thousands more. Each one sits sealed in a box, waiting for the day it might save humanity's food supply. If war, disaster, or climate collapse wipes out crops, these tiny backups can bring them back to life. The permafrost and reinforced concrete walls keep the vault at a steady minus 18 degrees Celsius, cold enough to preserve the seeds for centuries, even if the power fails. Inside, it's dead silent. Just the hum of cooling units and rows of shelves marked with the flags of countries that might not even get along above ground. If civilization ever needs a reboot, this mountain's where we'd press restart. Number 2. Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center, Virginia, USA. Just 48 miles from Washington, D.C., hidden in the Blue Ridge Mountains, is one of the most secretive facilities in America, Mount Weather. On paper, it's part of FEMA. In reality, it's where the U.S. government hides when everything goes wrong. The entrance is heavily guarded, with layers of fences, checkpoints, and armed patrols. Inside, it's a fully functioning underground city, dorms, offices, cafeterias, a hospital, even a power grid that can run for months on its own. During 9/11, government officials were quietly flown there while chaos unfolded above ground. It's said that only a handful of people know the full layout, and clearance changes daily. Think of it as a mirror of Washington, D.C., but carved into rock and built to keep the lights on when the rest of the world goes dark. Number 1. Cheyenne Mountain Complex, Colorado, USA. And now, the king of them all. Deep inside 2,000 feet of solid granite sits the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, home to NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command. If there's one place built to outlast the end of the world, this is it. Getting in starts with twin 25-ton blast doors that can seal in seconds. Inside are 15 steel buildings mounted on giant springs, designed to absorb the shock of a nuclear blast. Every system, air, power, communication, is backed up 3 times. The entire base can survive a 30-megaton explosion just over a mile away. That's 1,500 times stronger than Hiroshima. It's not just military hardware down there. It's a whole micro-city. Cheyenne has its own water supply, diesel reserves, fire department, even a chapel. During the Cold War, it was humanity's last insurance policy. Today, it still watches the skies 24/7, quietly humming under a mountain while the world above goes about its day. So the next time you're standing in a crowded city, remember, the real fortresses aren't built skyward. They're hidden far below, running quietly in the dark while the rest of us sleep. Which one of these bunkers would you trust when the surface world gives up? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.